Hey, I'm Dave, and what have we here? We have a song from the Piano Jam program. Thought I'd talk you through how the program works, and I'll play a little bit of each part. So Piano Jam is a piano group class. It is for both the complete beginner and the more advanced student. Students in the program do not have to practice. If they do practice, they're going to be playing these piano 2, piano 3, and piano 4 parts. The kids who are brand new, total beginners, or just really aren't that motivated to practice, that's fine. We don't want to deny these kids a music education. They can be in the class too. They're going to be playing piano 1, and I'm going to talk a little bit about how to deal with these kids. My hope is that the non-practicing student is looking over at the kid, sitting next to a kid playing the piano 4 part or piano 3 and thinking, man, that's really cool. I want to play that. Only one way to play it, little Jimmy, you got to practice. And as long as you don't practice, hey, you can still be with us. You can still be in the band and play piano 1. So piano 1, what we're looking at here is you see these flat note heads. It's rhythmic notation. So it's not really telling you what to play. It's telling you what your hands are going to be doing, the rhythms, and the students learn basic chordal theory. There's a really easy formula that I teach them in the first class that allows them to be able to play any major or minor chord. So the piano 1 kids can be playing chords in the right hand, root notes in the left hand. Piano 2, just like piano 1, except now we've got a little bit more active bass line. We got some fifths coming in there. Piano 3 is where the melody's at. We see rhythmic notation in the left hand. And it's just telling the student they can play either just root notes, or they can play the full chord. Piano 4 will be playing piano 3, the first few passes of the song, but then they're going to improvise with those 4 notes right there. And we'll talk about that. So let's take a look at piano 1. Let's say it's our first class. Everyone's a complete beginner in there. They've never played before. So I'm going to have them start with just playing root notes in both hands. Really easy. In a piano jam, it's always show the kids, play it, name it, and then read it. So the kids I'm just going to go up to the kids and say, here, play this, and they play it right back. Good. These notes are called C. And then I show them, and here's the rhythm on the page. Then I would say to them, but it says C little n. Remember, I just taught you about these major and minor chords, so it's a C minor chord. And they've learned this simple formula. The formula for a minor chord is count 3, count 4, or count 3 half steps, count 4 half steps, and those notes will create a minor chord. But what I would have the students do is, do single notes first, and then when they're ready, I'd have them introduce just a third. And I might not do that until the second class. I want to keep those piano 1 kids participating. I've seen with these beginners that you throw too much information at them, they just get tripped. They'll just get tripped up. So you want to keep it simple. Piano 2. Now we start getting these fifths moving in the bass line. Oh, and look at the second ending. I'll play it again. Here's the C minor. Now the second ending. It's a little more, harmonically rich. Certainly more rich than piano 1. Piano 3 is always where the tune is at. This is the melody. The student plays that part. If they're on everyone should be on digital keyboards. If you have a couple kids on piano, that's fine. But piano 3, you maybe play with an organ or a Fender Rhodes sound or a synth. They can play either just bass notes, root notes in the left hand, or they can play the full chord. I'll play it with root notes. Really simple. Now piano 4, they're going to improvise using the 4. It's always 4 notes. They improvise with, these are the first 4 notes of the C minor pentatonic scale: C, E flat, F, and G. I teach the students to improvise by saying, I want you to make up anything you want with those 4 notes. I want you to try different note combinations. I want you to start off playing slower than the group. I want you then to play as fast as the group and then faster than the group. And then I model for the kid what that looks like. So I would say, okay, here's what slower than the group sounds like. Here's as fast as the group. And here's faster than the group. I don't tell them quarter notes, 8 notes, whole notes, half notes. It overwhelms them. I just model it for them. And typically the most common thing that these kids do is they wind up just repeating note patterns over. So I really encourage them to, to mix up their note patterns. Let's take a look at the chorus of the song. Here's the chorus. Piano 1, same type of deal. You got this. And then add thirds and the whole chord eventually. Piano 2, same deal. You got these roots and these fifths going on. Piano 3, you've got this melody. And you're going to accompany it in the left hand with these chords. So F minor, C minor, repeat it. And then into the second ending. Piano 4 typically has inverted chords in it. And it would say F minor, first inversion, C minor, second inversion. And it would be written out, but they're in the exercises, the warm-up exercises for the song, the advanced kids are doing scale notes and chord inversion. So I might have, that's a point I might have skipped, is at the beginning of each song, there's some type of warm-up. The warm-up for this song is the improvisation notes, and the kids do little hand drills to get comfortable with that. Meanwhile, the advanced kids are doing chord inversions, along with the scale notes. So here, piano 4, it's got the piano 3 melody and the rhythm of piano 1 and 2 in the left hand. So it really kind of brings the whole thing together. Pretty advanced stuff, for a beginner kid. But you can have a kid in this program who's a good reader and a good player, and they can still be pushed by this, because a lot of kids coming out of traditional music lessons, they're not used to reading chord charts, not used to reading lead sheets, and improvising is a whole new deal. So the whole deal with Piano Jam is it allows these kids to learn how to play the keyboards as a real rock band.